This is the Following the Nerd podcast.
Hello, Ghostbusters. You do? You have? No kidding. Guys, these people are following the nerd. Although why they rang me to tell me is a bit of a mystery. Seems like some kind of clunky shout-out for a radio show. I'm not actually Janine Melnitz, you know. I'm Laura Summer, the voice artist who played her. Seriously, how do these nerds keep getting my number?
We were able to build a miniaturized arc reactor in a cave from a box of scraps. Following the nerd. We're just that good.
Hi, I'm Billy D. Williams, and I'm following the nerd.
I've always said the force is strong with nerds.
Oh yes. Or, of course, Following the Nerd, I'm Mark.
I'm Saxon.
And we're with you for 2 hours-ish, as always.
So 3 hours.
Yes.
Maybe 4.
For anyone listening in podcast land, the night's show was recorded on the 26th of the 9th, 2013.
Write that down in your copybooks now.
Arthur's Day.
Arthur's Day indeed.
Only in Ireland. Pour me a pint. Only in Ireland would we celebrate a pint.
Nobody else outside of Ireland itself gets that at all.
No. You know what? I'm from Ireland. I don't even get that.
Yeah.
I don't really get that.
Actually, I was watching a show the other day. It was called Educating Yorkshire.
Okay.
Where one of the girls in the classroom didn't know what Guinness was.
Right.
They said, Guinness, is that like Bulmers? And I'm actually slapping the screen at this point going, do you realise what a stout is? Do you have any idea? Can you comprehend anything beyond fake hair, nails, and orange skin? You dozy so-and-so, come on. It's
dozy so-and-so.
It's 101 here, come on. It's alcoholism 101. You need to know what Guinness is, you need to know what a stout is, you need to pour the perfect pint, and you need to drink it today on Arthur's Day.
Yes. All across the country tonight, there's like live bands popping up everywhere, and there's a lot of Biffy Clyro,
yes.
There's a lot of big bands playing in like little pubs and stuff in Dublin, Belfast tonight.
Yeah, now, it is the stereotype for the rest of the world to consider Ireland the drunk capital of this planet on which we live, but tonight we're a special type of drunk.
Yes, we're celebrating the drunk.
We're just a little bit higher there, a little notch higher on that level of just completely plastered.
Yes, but if you're listening to the show live tonight, then happy St. Arthur's Day.
Yes, and for those of you who don't drink, like I know Mark yourself, you're not really a fan of the old alcohol there.
No.
Well, a clever solution is, of course, get yourself a pint glass and your little honky horn there. Get yourself a pint glass, fill it with Diet Coke, bit of ice cream, you've got a Coke float. It looks exactly like a Guinness. That's my little contribution there.
All right.
So that way you can join in on the festivities. People go, hey, we've got Guinness. And it's like, Coke float.
Coke float. Get it in, yeah. So yes. Easy now.
Just begun, Mark. Come on.
So a busy show tonight. Okay.
Well, as always, that's how we like it.
We do like to do the odd interview on the show. Tonight we're going to be speaking to the very, very lovely Nathalie Cox, who Star Wars fans are going to know as Juno Eclipse from the Force Unleashed games.
We're trying to collect an interview with the entire cast from the Force Unleashed games now.
Yes, we are. But I'm really looking forward to she's a complete technophobe, so we will have to talk to her about that. She's been trying to basically connect these last 3 days with us on Skype.
Gulp.
Which has been kind of funny.
Now, at the best of times, people who actually, aren't afraid of technology are having issues talking to us, so this should be interesting.
Yeah, but I think we're going to have fun. We were off last week, so we might go through some of the news from the last couple of weeks.
Fair enough.
Later on in the show, we're going to talk to Stuart from the Monday Movie Show. He's going to be going through the UK Top 10. And of course, Alan the Ball Gamer Dude, who's going to be talking about the latest video game news. We were also hoping to talk to Andy from the Monday Movie Show, who's over at Eurogamer. as we speak. But apparently his internet is really, really pants. So he's not going to be able to connect to us. So I'm really sorry to notice to announce that. So we've got some news to go through. Some Doctor Who news. Marvel, always news in the Marvel movieverse.
I marvel at it.
You do, indeed.
I really do.
The announcement of a possible Gotham PD Police Department TV show.
Yes. Shock horror as DC responds to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, speaking of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you've seen it?
I have. I'm actually only after watching it.
Yes.
Like, I got the episode completely legally, of course, and I watched it, and the second the credits rolled, I had to get in the car and just run out the door to come here.
Okay, we'll talk about that a wee bit later on, because I want to talk about it. I watched it last night. What else? And yeah, well, of course, I know you're not a Dexter fan, are you? You don't
I
watch...
used to be.
Right.
Like, the first couple of seasons I was into it, and then I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But I gather it ended.
It ended.
And it did not end well.
It did not end well. And I don't mean in a Dexter kind of everybody died kind of not end well, but rather in an end, is that it? Kind of well. So it was quite a letdown. But we'll maybe talk a wee bit of that later on.
All right.
So you want to get in contact with us at any point in the next couple of hours. If you're listening live, then you can get us on Twitter, Nerd Following. You can get us on Facebook at facebook.com/following nerd. And of course, at any time, if you're listening to this as a podcast, there's always somebody on one of those pages. If you want to drop us a message or get in contact, please do. For the sake of the live show, if you want to get in contact, you can text us if you're in the UK on 079 252 89820. And of course, you can always get us an email at followingnerd@gmail.com. Okay, right. We'll just chill out. We'll relax a wee bit.
Hang on a minute. There's tumbleweed in this studio. How did that happen?
Yes, there is.
Right, Agents of Actual S.H.I.E.L.D.
Of Actual S.H.I.E.L.D. Of course, the spin-off from the Avengers Marvel movie verse, phase 1, 2, whatever, picks up kind of at the end of Iron Man 3, would you say?
Yes, because there's elements in the pilot that was introduced in Iron Man 3, so I'd say it's for want of a better word, it's live.
Yeah.
So Iron Man 3's come out, and now I'd say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is nestled safely between Iron Man 3 and Thor the Dark World. Yes,
and it basically... It reintroduces a character a much-loved character who we all thought was dead.
Yeah. Are we going to talk spoilers?
Yeah, well, I don't think that's a spoiler. Is that a spoiler? No, we'll not go too spoilerific, because it hasn't even aired here in the UK yet.
Yeah.
It airs tomorrow night, of course, on Channel 4 at 9 o'clock,
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. So this was a big event. It's true to say it's a big event, right? We were all looking forward to this, weren't we?
It's a very big event.
Yeah, because it was a Marvel live-action TV series from Joss Whedon.
Yes. It
was ticking all the right boxes. An hour show. Fitting in the Marvel movie-verse, if I can talk properly. But without, of course... Robert Downey Jr.'s, Stark or Chris Hemsworth or without the major players. But of course, Kobe Smulders popped up.
Yes, Maria Hill's in it.
Yes, Maria Hill.
At the beginning and the end.
Yeah, which was a nice sort of nod to the movies.
It was great. But her hair was wrong.
Do you know what?
She had How I Met Your Mother hair.
Do you know, I actually wasn't 100% sure it was her at the start.
Really? You thought it was just like a lookalike?
Yeah. I was like, is that actually her? Because she did look kind of different.
No, the hair is wrong.
The hair? Was that what it was? The hair?
Yeah, because like in the Avengers, she has the proper Maria Hill style... ponytail sort of thing going on. But in this, her hair's just down, and she doesn't look... For me, whenever she was in the Avengers, they had her hair up and everything, and she looked so different from how she looks in How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
But now, in the TV series, it's almost like they were shooting How I Met Your Mother next door, and they're like, Kobe, come here. Right, stick that jacket on. Right, come here. We just need you to film for S.H.I.E.L.D. for 2 seconds. That's just kind of how it felt.
Yeah, it did, and but it kicked off pretty quick. It didn't mess about.
No, it didn't.
It opened up. J. August
Richards,
of course, who everybody knows as Gunn from Angel.
And
I can't for the life of me, it was in something I watched recently, he played a killer in it. I cannot for the life of me think what it was.
No,
but anyway, it was nice to see him back in the Joss Whedon show.
It was. Talking of which,
yes,
nice to see Ron Glass.
Ron
Shepherd Glass.
Shepherd Book.
But minus the mental hair.
Yeah.
So a few points off for that, but apart from that,
Ron Glass. Yeah, and of course, again, Whedon does this, doesn't he? I mean, he's like Scorsese and he's like J.J. Abrams. He
has his actors.
He has his actors. He peppers his actors all through.
I'm expecting Nicholas Brendan to pop up at some point.
Please!
I am I want that to happen.
Please! We want Nicholas Brendan back. Yeah. Xander was always the best thing about Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
He was the wisecracker. I think we need that in S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
As well. We need Xander Harris. We need Agent Harris, the hacker.
Okay, because let's talk a wee bit about it, right. So we met Clark Gregg's Phil Coulson,
yes.
right from the off go. As we said, Kobe Smulders pops up as Maria Hill, but she's not in it very much. She's, as you say, she kind of bookends it.
Yeah.
We meet Brett Dalton as Grant Ward, who's kind of the straight man, the superhero, the James Bond without the wisecracks.
Would you say he's kind of like the sidekick?
Yeah,
Coulson, because
he
he's the
seems
one
to be
that focuses on. Can I just say, proper Joss Whedon moment. I love the introduction of Coulson.
Yeah.
Wasn't that funny?
Yes.
As good? I actually laughed out loud at that.
It was good.
Just he steps from the shadows and he has
we
that
can't
line,
say what he says. Yeah,
and it is so funny.
It is.
It actually made me rethink the way that my lighting is in my apartment at this current moment in time. I'm thinking of like actually just turning off a bulb in one of the corners.
Yeah,
like that was just priceless. That was priceless Whedоnism.
It was
right
it was a Whedоnism. Yeah, and of course the truth serum. I laughed at the truth serum.
Oh, so
I did
funny.
laugh at the truth serum. But yeah, I mean it opens up pretty quick. It opens up with the explosion superhero we've seen at the start.
Yes.
Then you meet Ward's character. Pretty bone crunching a fight scene.
Indeed.
The bit where he stamps your guy against the cooker. That was hardcore.
Yeah, it starts off just your fireplace is broken, and then we're into it.
Yeah, a couple of one-liners, and then boom.
Yep. I've never seen a man use a drawer that way before.
No, it was quite clever actually. I like that. But I have to say, at the end of it all, I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see where it goes next week. I liked the characters, but it didn't really grab me.
You see, I'm at the same level where I have this in the same category as the likes of X-Men First Class, Man of Steel, The Amazing Spider-Man, where it sets it all up.
Yes.
But because it has to have so much time setting it up, and it has to be such a strong base plate to build the rest of the series around, it suffers in certain aspects.
Yes.
It's like with The Amazing Spider-Man, like we didn't have any real major quirky action sequences or different things like that. But yeah, right.
Yes.
They're all just talking out there being loud. I was trying to be.
Yes, they are being really loud.
You'd almost think
terrible.
they forget they're in a radio station.
You'd almost.
Exactly.
Hello,
you'd
Ruth.
almost think they're-
Fellow FTNer, how are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you very much. How are you?
I'm not too bad.
Good.
We're
You're also distracty.
yes.
Because I'm waving and dancing in the other studio, or
Yeah, because you're upstaging me,
great.
feeling threatened.
It's not that hard.
Oh,
Give it time.
easy. Oh, easy now. Yeah, so we're talking about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Have you watched S.H.I.E.L.D. yet?
No, not yet, but I'm dying to.
Yes, it's very good. You're going to watch it tomorrow night?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Big Marvel fan?
Yes.
Yes.
Favorite Marvel movie?
Oh.
Doesn't have to be one of
For
the
those
new
of you who
ones.
don't
Maybe
have time
No.
machines.
Okay. Probably the first Iron Man.
Good
choice.
Good call.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think it would have to be Thor.
Yeah.
See, Thor, I just sort of felt like 1 minute it was a comedy, 1 minute it was really serious, 1 minute it was dramatic. I couldn't decide what it was going to be, and I just couldn't settle and watch it properly.
Okay.
Controversial.
Indeed, yeah.
Yes.
Seconds out, round one. Ding
Yes.
ding.
As, we at FTM do like to take the controversial topics to the listener.
Always.
But yeah, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. But as I say, I liked it, I enjoyed it, I just wasn't, oh my god, I can't wait for the next episode.
That's what I'm saying. It's the base plate, and there's so much in it.
Mm-hmm.
If you just sit and watch it, like there's references to the Iron Man movies, there's references to Thor, there's references to Captain America's Super Soldier Serum, and it is the base plate that the rest of the series is going to be built on. It's the launching pad.
Yes. Speaking of launching pads, nice little bit of Back to the Future love at the end.
Yes, what is going on there? And I like the fact that S.H.I.E.L.D. have finally managed to perfect the art of cloning. Not Coulson, but Eliza Dushku. Because
Yes,
Skye is
was
just a carbon copy of Faith.
Yes.
Or her character from Dollhouse, I assume.
Yes. Funny, there's one scene in particular where she's talking and she takes on the whole persona. Very Eliza Dushku.
Yeah, like during the Truth Serum scene as well.
Yeah.
I instantly thought, that's Faith.
Yeah, very much
That's
so.
exactly how she would act.
Right, now the big question, of course, that all Marvel fans have on their mind is Phil Coulson.
Yes, is
What
he single?
is going on? Is he single? Yes. Call me. What is the story? Is he a life model decoy? Is he dead? Is he a robot? What is he? Yeah.
Want to hear my theory?
I want to hear your theory.
Talking about Fiji, was it? Fuji?
Tahiti was it
Tahiti?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know, some type of cocktail.
Yes.
Right.
Stop it, you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'll behave.
We're not here to amuse. Oh wait,
Aw.
I've got that all wrong. Go anyway.
I hate
As you
girls
were.
who behave. Right, anyway, yes. So there's the scene where, right at the start, where the legend that is Rotten Glass comes in, and him and Kobe Smulders kind of share that scene where they watch Coulson walk off, and it's like, so, I've forgotten it again. Tahiti, was it?
I think it was Tahiti.
Tahiti,
Honolulu,
like
something like that anyway.
And like he says,
something tropical.
Really, Tahiti? Like, does he really not know the truth? It's like, no, he can never know.
And he can never know. So he's definitely going to find out 4 episodes in.
I think he's going to be a life model decoy, you know. I think that